Live and local at the University of Alabama, Peyton Newman.
I'm Peyton Newman, WVUA 23 News. I am Peyton Newman, and I am a multimedia journalist at WVUA 23 News in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I have a year of on-air reporting experience as well as behind the lens, independently filming all of my content. I am willing to do whatever it takes to tell the stories of my community, with the goal of keeping our citizens in the know always at the front of my mind.
It may be tempting to cozy up and gather around fire pits like this one right here. It's been almost 2 decades that the Holloway family has been searching for answers and for closure. Will sound very different, with shakers in hand that is dedicated to media personnel and reporters to gather information and to be able to turn around that information rather quickly.
Center reports that 42% of U.S. adults have or know. As you can see here behind me, a car was left in the garage.
Suggest you start your car 15 to 30 minutes
for election to try to get a loyal base out of our citizens.
For the backpacks that will be carried on the ruck to Auburn.
It's the most wonderful time of the year in Tuscaloosa with the primary debate. SEC championship will always be more important than money when discussing. I've been able to see this firsthand today with students wearing buttons like this one right here.
This could be because of the heavier police presence.
Jabari, the Meyer family is taking it one day at a time as they try to pick up all of the pieces that the fire left behind.
A home left in ruins.
We lost everything.
Following a house fire Sunday, pictures and belongings engulfed in flames, leaving the Meyer family with only the memories. Rolf Meyer received a call from his wife telling him the house was on fire, but didn't imagine the damage it would cause until he saw it for himself.
This is just kind of like jumping with both feet on a big reset button, and we have to start over no matter what's going on. And I thought first, I'm glad that not my kid and not my stepkids, nor my wife, nor me were in the house.
As you can see here behind me, a car was left in the garage. The Meyer family was expecting a normal day and to return home to their family. Nothing like this. Meyer is known for both giving back to the community and owning his German restaurant, Rolf's. One memory that survived, a kitchen utensil made by his parents in Germany.
I can really say this will get a special place. It's the last memory of my parents.
Alabama Red Cross specializes in helping those in their time of need.
To get an appointment set up with them, maybe go on site or have them to meet us at the office so that we can provide assistance for them. Get, things like, replace underwear, different things like that, things that people don't really think about in terms of how to help people. There will be a fundraising event to help the family at Rolf's restaurant in downtown Tuscaloosa all weekend. Jabari. Tamika, I am here at Bryant Conference Center to hear from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He will be addressing his campaign initiatives and also directly addressing UA students. He will be discussing what he wishes to do for loan forgiveness and other policies he wishes to implement to help our students.
Independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. united Tuscaloosa citizens of all ages during today's visit, aligning with his campaign strategy of unification.
56 years ago, and I'm hoping to meet his son today.
RFK Jr. is the 4th Kennedy to run for president. His UA visit focused on appealing to college students, presenting policies on their key issues such as loans and reinstating the American dream. Even more so, he aimed to connect with the students and make them laugh.
I've known Donald Trump for 40 years. I've sued him twice, successfully.
Given that youth voter turnout has been on a steady incline, attendees saw this as a smart campaign strategy.
It is very much an election that will be decided by the youth vote, and I think it's great that he's including college campuses and the fresh, young, new opinion.
While independent candidates are not always taken seriously, a recent Harvard poll revealed that Kennedy beats both Trump and Biden with favorability. I've been able to see this firsthand today with students wearing buttons like this one right here. UA students wish to continue bringing more political events to campus and involving other students in politics.
Our campus body is able to engage with politics from all different perspectives. You know, we hosted the Republican debate here at UA, and that was just such a great way for people to see democracy in action.
A recent Quinnipiac poll revealed that Kennedy actually beats Trump and Biden among voters ages 18 to 34. We will continue coverage along this campaign. Local at Bryant Conference Center, Peyton Newman, WVUA 23 News.
As Tuscaloosa and Bryant-Denny Stadium settle after the regular football season, the Crimson Tide keeps rolling to Pasadena for the Rose Bowl.
A nail-biting win against Georgia gave the Crimson Tide their spot to play in the Rose Bowl in California. And one Alabama organization wants to help fans get there. AAA Alabama has put together Rose Bowl packages for sale, covering the hotel, flight, and optional Rose Bowl festivities open to anyone. All packages are adjustable, offering fans the ability to buy Rose Bowl parade tickets or adjust how many nights they want to stay. The main goal of AAA's effort is to ease the stress of planning a trip in a far unfamiliar place.
AAA's been around for almost 100 years as well, and we're a public service type organization, so we're just looking to help people out, make it easy for them to get out there and back.
The package includes transportation to and from the game, as well as opportunities to see Rose Bowl floats being built and a tour of downtown Los Angeles. Alabama locals and UA students alike say their unfamiliarity with California affects their willingness to plan the trip.
Just because all my friends will be in different states and everything, so it was kind of a hassle trying to figure out all of us getting together to, meet in California. It was kind of a lot to do. I'm from Alabama, so I've never been to California. And
as quiet as Bryant-Denny Stadium sounds right now, the game on New Year's Day will sound very different, with shakers in hand and one goal in mind for all Crimson Tide fans.
Let's beat Michigan, roll Tide.
Local in Bryant-Denny Stadium, Peyton Newman, WVUA 23 News.
Good evening, Jabari. DeSantis' surprise announcement placed even more pressure on the New Hampshire primary tomorrow, with Ron DeSantis bowing out of the race.
We don't have a clear path to victory.
The final two face off head-to-head in the New Hampshire primary tomorrow, as former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and former President Trump are the last candidates left on the GOP ballot.
It is now a two-person race. We do have a country to save. But guess what? You get to start saving her tomorrow.
Trump holds a steady lead at 52% in the Granite State polls, despite Haley nearly doubling her support since November. Haley stands at 39%. A loss in the New Hampshire primary could be the end to Haley's campaign trail. The question on everyone's mind, can she close this gap?
Nikki Haley could win New Hampshire, and that could change the narratives and momentum, but it is ultimately up to New Hampshire voters. So why should voters care? If you're a New Hampshire voter, you should really care because you have a lot of power here.
Dr. Bramlett added that Super Tuesday will quickly approach, calling Alabama voters to cast their primary ballots as well. A Nikki Haley loss Tuesday could immediately change the narrative of this election, a Trump versus Biden rematch, with some already curious over what tactics Biden may use on Trump.
But politics moves fast, and it will immediately move to will Trump and Biden debate. And there has been a lot of conversations about whether President Biden may not participate for strategic reasons.
All answers lead back to New Hampshire's poll and where those results lie when the polls close at 8 tomorrow. Live in the newsroom, Peyton Newman, WVUA 23 News.
Tamika, you know the saying, April showers bring May flowers, but October in Alabama brings dangerously dry conditions that could lead to a wildfire.
You can't start a fire without a spark, and conditions across the state are proving to be favorable for pop-up wildfires. The Alabama Forestry Commission has issued a fire alert for the entire state, effective immediately. The alert notifies citizens to be careful around any flames and cautious towards what activities could spark one. The AFC has responded to 142 wildfires burning more than 1,200 acres in just the last week.
Just ask people to be cautious if they're doing any outdoor burning. If you have to burn, just be very, very careful. Make sure there's no wind. Make sure you have a water supply close by. But if you can wait, please wait.
As temperatures continue to cool off, it may be tempting to cozy up and gather around fire pits like this one right here. Now, it's important to remember to never leave those campfires unattended, or you may spark a wildfire.
The Tuscaloosa County Fire Department estimates 8 to 10% of fires they respond to are wildfires. The fire alert prohibits the ability to obtain a burn permit, leaving counties roughly north of Interstate 20 on a strict no burn permit policy.
It gives the Alabama Forestry Commission the ability to restrict issuing burn permits, particularly for your large slash burning, silvicultural burning, and things like that.
The fire marshal assures citizens they can still have campfires as long as conditions are safe enough and they keep a close eye on it. Local in Tuscaloosa, Peyton Newman, WVUA 23 News.
If a wildfire breaks out, call 911 and first responders will come put it out. Tamika.